I recently hiked to Mount Prospect via the Appalachian Trail in Falls Village. It's an in-out hike with a round-trip distance of just over 3.5 miles.
I don't know if it's just me, but I find some of the trailheads sort of difficult to find, and this one was definitely difficult.
I knew the trailhead parking area was a gated lot on Housatonic River Road, but it was farther down the road than I expected, so I turned around a few times thinking I had gone too far.
The trailhead apparently starts at the top of the Housatonic River Falls in Falls Village, and wow, what an amazing sight to see. Now I'm going to take a guess that the trailhead starts down here.
I didn't research the exact location of the trailhead before I came, so by my own lack of preparedness, I had trouble figuring out where the north entrance to the AT started.
I only walked in maybe 20 feet and there's a white blaze, so I guess I'm going in the right direction.
I would come to learn that I was heading south on the AT, but not before my detour led me to a magnificent view of the falls. After I took in the moment, I figured out I was going in the wrong direction and headed back towards the parking area.
So now I'm confident that I'm on the right trail. It took me a bit to figure out which direction I needed to go.
What I didn't know was that now I was on the wrong trail.
Oh, this is some interesting terrain. Kind of a swampy over there. I don't see that too much on hikes. Okay, so this is interesting because I'm not really sure how I'm going to cross this without getting my feet wet. I'm very surprised that there isn't a bridge here. Oh, look at this caterpillar. I've been seeing so many caterpillars lately. Interesting ones. That little guy making his way up the log. All right, how am I going to cross this? I might have to take my shoes off. Oh my God, this is a little slimy feeling. All right, I'm walking in a little bit because I can't really find a good spot to sit and put my shoes back on. But this is muddy. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like I gotta climb up these rocks.
I still hadn't figured out that I was on the wrong trail.
I gotta jump off trail just a little bit because I have a better shot of that swampy area from here. And it's just such a fascinating color green.
I took a minute longer admiring the view before finally discovering that I wasn't on the right trail.
I'm about ready to pack it in today. Apparently, I was off the trail. So I don't think that I ever even had to cross this thing, which means now I have to cross back over it. Oh my God, some days I feel like I should have just stayed in bed.
Come to find out, the trailhead to travel north on the Appalachian Trail was on the opposite side of the road. Instead, I was on the Amesville History Trail, which interestingly, I learned, used to be a busy industrial community that produced iron products.
It's one of those days where nothing seems to be falling into place for me. And I could easily, back there, have said, screw it, I'm just going to get back in my car because I don't like when things don't fall into place. But I'm pushing through.
And I was ultimately thankful that I did. Shortly after entering the trail, the forest opened up to a vast field that flooded with sunshine. I hiked a bit more and came upon an interesting rock formation.
It looks like you could go inside of it. Wow. That, ooh, spider web. I kind of want to climb in there, but I kind of don't. I think I'm going to leave that for another day.
The trail offered a moderate but steady incline, and the forest canopy provided shade. The air felt humid and smelt like earth.
All right, so I'm done looking at all trails. and looking at the recorded hikes, because I just looked at it and it says that I'm way off the trail. The blue dot is where I am, and the red line is the trail that I'm supposed to be on, which I was on shortly ago when I looked, and now I'm off of it.
I don't believe I was following the same trail by foot as I was viewing on all trails, because the blazes clearly marked the Appalachian Trail. Whatever the case, I ignored the app and continued on and made it to the Mount Prospect lookout.
From the trailhead at the road, I reached the top of Mount Prospect in a little over 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. And there's a small lookout at the top.
If I was feeling up to it, I could have continued further north to Ransview, which offers an amazing view of the Berkshires.
I'm going to take a seat, have some water, have a snack, and venture back down.
It only would have added another 2 miles to my round trip, but I had already taken time finding the trail that morning, so I decided to head back. I hadn't gotten too far when I stumbled upon a deer grazing in a sunny spot just off the trail.
Such a beautiful creature. It's like she's looking right into my eyes. Such big, beautiful ears.
All right, call me fruity, but I made a connection with that deer. It felt peaceful. For the rest of the hike, I didn't feel the frustration over my earlier detours. Instead, I thought about the neat discoveries I made because of them, and recognized that sometimes detours can show us a better way.
God, I love hiking barefoot.